Well, this seems like a grand place to start Series 2. I'm in Cardiff, which is in Wales, not in England. Because why not? This is Why the Hell Walk. Welcome to Cardiff Castle. For some reason I'm in Cardiff, so I figured let's go see a castle. It was built around the time of William the Conqueror. He got everywhere. He was like herpes for the 11th century, and in the 12th century they thought, screw you, William the Conqueror. Like your lovely castle, which was probably made out of wood, poo and sticks and all that lot, like we saw in Series 1. No, we're not having none of that. And so some guy come along, rebuilt the keep out of stone because it's stronger. It's just a stronger material. You know, when the bombs come, I don't know if they had bombs, but certainly if they were protecting themselves from, I don't know, Norman herpes like our William the Conqueror, then, you know, maybe stone walls keep that out, I assume. I'm here at Cardiff Market. It's a Victorian style building. It's been around since the 1800s. The origins of this place are quite simple. Just over there at the back entrance, they used to hang people in the gallows. But unfortunately they got done with making people die and all that, so they decided it will be way more of a popular tourist attraction if they just do away with all the death and instead have some shops and market stalls and invite people to come and spend money. Looks like it's working, because it's still here today. And here's me without my CV. I wonder if they'll give me a job. I've just been inside and I got told I'm not allowed to film, so couldn't film inside. Asked for a job and they said no. So that answers that question. I'll try again in 6 months. So I'm just heading now down south from Cardiff Centre. On the way there's a park I want to swing into, not to take a piss because that's wrong and you shouldn't do that in public unless there's toilets. No, there's a lovely little park that's got a funky little name and a bit of a backstory, and I'll tell you about it when we get there. This is Silurian's Park. It's named after a villain from the television series Doctor Who. That's all. There's literally no one here. You could almost imagine this place being a set for Doctor Who. Very creepy. Those weird statues don't look anything like the villain from Doctor Who either. Like the villain that it refers to, the Silurian, is an alien that looks all kind of lizard-like and alien, I guess. Don't like parks that are named after shit Whovian villains. But what I do like is a bit of architecture. And luckily, there seems to be an abundance of it down this bay. Absolutely brilliant looking buildings. Let's go have a look. The building you see behind me is the Millennium Building. It's a very important centre here down at Cardiff Bay. They have lots of exhibitions and shows and science things for the kids, I guess. This place was the area where they filmed a couple of scenes from Doctor Who, a lot of scenes from the series, the spin-off series Torchwood. See this shiny object behind me? Oh, isn't it nice? This was the thing that they used to go down into Torchwood in or something. They'd just like stand there and then they'd disappear, and I've tried to see if I can get into Torchwood, but unfortunately because of COVID it's closed. Not because it's a secret facility or anything. I feel like I'm at the barber's right now, like, satisfy you, sir? Yeah, maybe give it once over, yeah? In fact, shave it all off. Denied entry. I'm looking in there, it doesn't look like there's anyone around, which is a real shame, because inside there's some impressive looking architecture on the ceiling. I believe they said they imported a load of Canadian lumber over, and they made this like warped effect to look like waves on the ceiling with the wood. Alright, I need to figure out my next destination. Do I go on the funky Ferris wheel thing right down here by Welsh Parliament, or do I head for a very long walk back up north through the town centre and make my way through some funky looking park that's by the side of the castle on my way to a cathedral? Heads says we go on the Ferris wheel, tails says we don't. Tails says we don't. Looks like we're going to a cathedral. It's time to learn some Welsh with your host, Ant McEwen. Lloyd George Avenue. And in Welsh, Rhodfa Lloyd George. Welcome to St Mary's Anglican Church. Oh, doesn't it look gothic? And in Welsh, Goth Egg. Callahan Square. And in Welsh, Square Callahan. What is the square root of Callahan, though? That's the question. Answers on a donkey. This turd-like punch bowl behind me is some kind of arena. Presumably this is where the Welsh get their gladiators to fight it out to the death. But not really, that's silly. No one really fights to the death anymore unless they're using guns. But the Welsh don't use guns because they abolished all violence long ago, and they all became lovely people and decided, you know what, we don't want to have arguments over things, so now they just use the arena for Pokemon trading card games, and those get really violent. Probably got about a mile plus walk. This green space just runs for ages. Like, we think we do green space in Brighton. We don't. These guys got it covered. They got endless amounts of it and they don't go on about it. The walk has been long, a lot longer than I anticipated, but finally I have hit Cathedral City. Let's hope it's full of cheese. Guess what? It's not open. I can hear music playing in there. I know that someone's in there, someone's home. Maybe it's Mr. Jesus, who knows? But unfortunately, Mr. Jesus isn't letting me in his house today. Another video where the world seems closed off. This place is awesome though. Just so big. Must have taken them ages to put that thing together. But now I'm absolutely exhausted. I think since the heavens have decided to start opening up, it's time I start heading home. Back to the hotel. Tomorrow's another mission. I'll be heading to Merthyr Tydfil because there's 2 mountains there that I want to climb. Good morning from Merthyr Tydfil. It's really not lovely being lost in the woods. No clear path. There's no one around to ask. Excuse me, sir, do you... Oh, sorry, madam. I don't know if we'll make it to the mountains, but we found a castle. Oh, wow. If you enjoy my videos as much as I enjoy making them, why don't you click on this part of the Millennium Centre to watch another video? And why don't you click on this part of my Millennium Centre to subscribe to my weird cult, Why the Hell Walk? Thanks for coming. Go on, watch another.